Yeah, that's not the nod of someone who's okay. She squints at me. What's up? Did you talk to your moms? About the booze. Oh, no. This is... I pause, and the silence just hangs there. The thing about Skype is that you can actually watch an awkward silence play out in real time. There's Abby's face, eyebrows knit, pressing her lips together slightly. And in a tiny rectangle in the corner, me, eyes cast downward. Probably because I'm watching myself and not the webcam. I'm sure there's some kind of metaphor buried in that. Molly? You're in a daze. I blink. I am? I'm sorry. I rub the bridge of my nose. Is it Cassie? What? Is she still pissed about Orgasm Gate? Abby stretches and leans back, and I catch a glimpse of her bedroom walls. Pale pink, plastered with collages of Taylor Swift, The Fault in Our Stars, and the rest of her favorites. It's just like her room in Tacoma Park, but bigger. Abby's world, expanded. Because that's dumb. Want me to yell at her for you? I laugh weakly. Thanks. Seriously, have you guys talked about this? No. I scoot back, leaning against the wall. You need to talk about it. I know, but the wedding's in 10 days and just... I don't want everything to be weird. You don't want it to be weird? I think that ship has sailed. She raises her eyebrows. Seriously, just talk to her. You'll feel better. I know. Good. We're both quiet. I watch her draw a nervous breath. Okay, listen, she says finally. I don't want to overwhelm you, but, She looks me in the eye. Can we talk about this guy, Reed? The breath whooshes out of me. What about him? Well, Olivia called me. I feel this wave of panic. I touch my cheeks, and they're burning. What? So? She lifts her shoulders. Who is he? What's going on with you guys? She said something was going on. I'm just speculating. With her and Reed? Molly. Abby rubs her eyelids. No. Okay. That is not what Olivia said. My heart pounds. What did she say? Let's start with this. Do you like this guy? She twists her mouth sideways. It's the Abby version of the Molly face. It's the patented Abby Suso don't bullshit me face. I feel like we've been talking a lot about me. How are you? How's Nick? Oh, we're great. Our relationship is great. You know what helped a lot with that? She stares me down. Admitting I liked him. She knows, and I know she knows, and she knows I know she knows, and onward to infinity. But I can't make myself say it. 27 crushes, and the first time it actually counts, I can't seem to make the words come. Honestly, there must be something wrong with my wiring. Because girls are supposed to tell each other everything. It's the fundamental law of friendship. I like Reed. I have a crush on Reed. I want to make out with Reed. I'm half in love with Reed. More than half. Way past half. See, you tricked me, Abby says, wagging a finger. I thought you liked hipster Will. I don't. But you hung out with him. Olivia told you that? She nods. But you're not interested in Will. I bite my lip. No, nor is he interested in me. Then why do you hang out with him? I don't know. You totally know. She's smiling faintly. Come on. I think you need to say this. Like, own it. It's okay. Yeah, I nod. There's this pause. She looks at me. Wow, like, you can't. You actually can't admit it. I cover my face. This is so sad and adorable. I'm 12 years old. I know. You seriously are. She laughs. Which is okay, but you're gonna have to turn 13. I shrug. All right. I'm going to draw this out of you. First question. If you're not into Will, why did you hang out with him? Okay, I'm not. Answer the question. I take a deep breath. Because Reed was hanging out with Olivia. Yeah, you might have misinterpreted that. She grins. But let's keep going. So, Reed was hanging out with Olivia, and then you called Will. No, I texted him. Whatever. You got in touch with Will because you wanted... She trails off. I wanted to make Reed jealous. Because you like him. I like him. There you go. Yeah. And I'm blushing so hard, and it's stupid because I'm not in middle school. I'm not 12. I'm not this much of a mess. You like him, Abby says. But it's not anything. We haven't even kissed. Yet. She's beaming. Stop being smug. You don't even know smug. Wait till you kiss him. Come find me then. I'm not going to find you. She bursts out laughing. Yeah, okay. Do you know what you didn't just say? My whole body is blushing. Because I know she knows, and probably everyone in the entire world knows. I didn't say I wouldn't kiss him. Maybe I actually will. 23. Hi. I know I probably shouldn't be texting you this late, but I need to tell you some stuff, and I don't want to talk myself out of it, so yeah. First of all, I'm really sorry. Reed, I am so sorry. I was an asshole to you. You probably don't want to talk to me right now. I totally get it. It's not fair of me to be a jerk about you hanging out with Olivia, especially when I was hanging out with Will. That sucked. And I'm sorry. But here's the thing. Actually, here's a lot of things. There are some things we've never talked about that we probably should talk about. Like how I'm not interested in Will, and he's not interested in me. And how everything's just a little off-kilter right now, like with Cassie and Mina. Which has nothing to do with Olivia. And is obviously not a good reason to keep you from making out with her. Except, please don't make out with Olivia. Because that's the other thing. I don't think you should make out with Olivia. Because I can't believe I'm about to say this. 24. 3 dots. 25. He's typing something. My hands are shaking so hard I can barely hold my phone. My stomach aches, and the area below my stomach aches, and the area below that aches. There is a good deal of lustful aching occurring. Hey, I'm here, he writes. Hey, hi. 3 dots. Hi. Okay, so I guess we should talk? Yes. But maybe we should do it in person. My heart beats extra fast. Yes. Okay. Where are you? Home. Where are you? Home. I can be there in 5. He says. Here's the thing they don't tell you about time. There are spaces in between seconds. And 60 seconds is actually a pretty huge number. 300 seconds might as well be infinity seconds. I slip outside and settle onto the porch swing to wait for him. And then he's here. He's wearing new sneakers. It's the first thing I notice. Brownish gray with white laces, vaguely vintage looking. Hey. Hey. I smile up at him. Want to sit? Yes, okay. He nods firmly, and he looks so sweetly intense that I have to giggle. He sinks down beside me, close enough that our legs touch. I am very aware that our legs are touching. I think my brain must have been built for this kind of awareness. I like your shoes, I say.
Oh, thanks.
He runs a hand through his hair. He seems jittery and unsettled.
That was Olivia's idea.
Yeah. He turns to face me.
So, let's talk about Olivia.
I need to breathe. I need to be cool. If Reed tells me he kissed her, I have to be happy for him. For them. I nod, and he's quiet. We swing back and forth gently. Are you guys together? I ask finally.
What? No. I told you that.
But you like her.
No. Not like that. I want to introduce her to Douglas.
He pauses, and I can see him swallow.
I've been talking to her about you.
His eyes flick toward me, his fingers trailing along the armrest of the swing. I can barely catch my breath. It's the middle of the night. I'm on the porch swing, next to Reed. Reed, with a needlessly detailed map of Middle Earth on his shirt. Reed, with his hazel gold eyes and wire-rimmed glasses and the starlight in his hair and his very soft mouth. Not that I know, but I highly suspect his mouth is soft. I stare at my knees.
So, do you want to talk about the thing?
He asks, after a moment. The thing?
The thing you were about to tell me?
Oh yeah. The thing. I smile slightly.
The not supposed to make out with Olivia thing?
Yes. That is a thing.
And there's a reason for this thing.
Yes.
Beyond the fact that she's not the person I'm in love with.
In love?
I don't know.
He smiles. And then he picks up my hand and threads our fingers together. Oh. My heart's in my throat. I'm going to kiss you, I say, and I hear my voice shaking.
That's a good idea.
He wraps his arms around me, and the swing creaks faintly. I think my brain has become unglued. I lean forward. Somehow, my body knows how to do this. And I do this. His mouth is softer than I even thought. I sneak him up to my bedroom. I'm actually sneaking a boy up to my bedroom. And for a minute, we just stand there grinning at each other. Did I mention Reed is in my bedroom? He steps closer.
Yeah, I'm just going to...
And almost before I can process it, his lips are on mine. I don't think. For once. And I'm not even slightly careful. My eyes slide shut, and my hands slip over his shoulders, and I kiss him back. I kiss him like it was my idea. I don't know what I'm doing, but maybe it doesn't matter. Because we're kissing. Again. Finally. Finally. His hands find my waist, and he pulls me even closer. So close I can feel his heartbeat. And then I feel him smile against my lips, and I open my eyes. What? My lips tug upward.
No, I'm just...
He hugs me tightly.
This is actually happening.
Yeah. I smile.
Right.
He kisses me again, softly.
I'm just so...
I know. I tuck my head into his shoulder and sigh. We're quiet for a moment, and then we both speak at once.
I'm really glad.
Do you want to? He laughs.
You go first.
I swallow. Do you want to go over there? And I'm blushing. God, I don't know how to do this part. I don't know how to say this in a movie way. Hey, so my bed's over there. Hey, we could try this horizontally. Anyway, he gets it. He nudges his shoes off and climbs onto my bed, stretching his arms out toward me. I take his hands, and he tugs me closer. I don't want to crush you.
You won't.
His eyes are bright behind his glasses. Okay, but...
Here.
He pulls me gently onto the bed and wraps his arms around me.
This okay?
Yeah. Every part of my body is pressed against part of his. You sure I'm not?
You're not crushing me.
He smiles. And my hair's in your face.
I like it. Is that weird?
I don't know. I laugh, but the sound falls away as soon as our lips meet. And it's different, lying down. I don't know how to explain it, but there's this prickle below my abdomen, and it makes me want to kiss him even more. Kiss him everywhere. I tilt my face sideways and press my lips against the line of his jaw, into the crook of his neck. I slide down and kiss him gently on the collarbone. Oh, he says, more breath than sound. And there's this sudden, soft pressure against my jeans. I think he's hard. God, my heart is pounding.
I'm just...
he says. I thread my hands into his hair and kiss him harder. His eyes drift closed again. And I think I might understand. Almost. I think I know why this is such a big deal. To some people. To me. But he pauses, breathing heavily.
Molly, I don't want...
Oh, God, sorry. I didn't mean... I pull myself up clumsily.
No. I mean, I want to, but not.
He exhales.
Maybe not yet.
Me either. I'm so sorry. He sits up, sliding his legs out, and he grabs my hand.
But seriously,
he says.
I want to.
Okay.
Like, a lot.
I look at him sideways, and his dimple flickers. God, I can't stop staring at our hands. Reed threads our fingers together and softly traces his thumb along the length of my index finger. And something below my stomach squeezes taut. Maybe it's actually possible to combust with joy. Maybe that's actually a thing.
So, did you even check your mailbox?
He asks, completely out of nowhere. What? He leans back and smiles up at me, still breathing hard. Wait, you sent me something?
Nope.
He grins. I'm so confused. I lean back next to him, and he tilts his head toward mine.
I didn't send you anything,
he says.
I just think someone else might have.
Good to know, I say, and I bury my face in his chest. It's funny. I didn't know I could feel like myself in this kind of moment. But I do. I feel extremely me. 26. But wow, no one warns you how tender your mouth feels after making out. Making out. That was me. I press my lips gently with my fingertips and immediately tap into my phone's selfie camera to examine them. They look bee-stung and swollen. I look like a different Molly. Now I'm wondering how people kiss without the whole world knowing. Maybe it's like flossing. Maybe if you keep kissing, your lips get used to it. I think I could do that. I could make kissing a habit. Missed text from Reed, sent at 4:15 this morning.
It's official. That was the best thing that has ever happened to my mouth. That includes Cadbury mini eggs. And egg-free cookie dough, no offense.
I giggle, scrunching my legs up. None taken. He writes back immediately.
Whew.
3 dots.
Also, hi.
Hi. Beaming smile emoji. I am entirely made of butterflies.
Last night, he writes, actually happened, right?
I think so.
I hope so.
Me too.
This is weird,
he writes.
But good weird.
So good weird. I smile while typing. And I never thought I'd make out with a guy wearing a map of Middle Earth on his shirt. 3 dots.
Oh, Molly. Okay. We better talk.
I sit up in my bed, feeling suddenly nervous. He's typing something else.
So you're not wrong, per se, but you should probably know that Tolkien actually hyphenates Middle-earth.
Smiley emoji with a single nervous tear. This is what Reed wants to talk about the morning after we kiss. I grin while I type. Hey, you're kind of adorable.
Hey, so are you.
There's a soft knock on my door. One sex, someone's here. OMG, you pervy iPhone, sec, not sex.
Too late,
he writes. 3 dots.
Does this count as sexting?
I think so. Another knock, and the door cracks open, revealing Patty. Sweetie, are you up? Oh, God. I'm up. Oh, great. She steps into my room, shutting the door behind her. My mind races. She knew about the alcohol. Now she knows about Reed. I can tell from her face. How do moms always know? I try to play it cool. I scoot up the bed, leaving room on the end. You can sit. She does, scooting backward against the wall, and I realize she's holding an envelope. So this was in the mail for you. She hands it to me, and now I can't stop blushing. It's the size of a birthday card, and all it says on the front is Molly. No address. So it's hand-delivered. So maybe that's why Reed walked Olivia to my house. And now I'm desperate to open it, which means Patty needs to leave. I give her the, okay, Mom, we're good, thanks for stopping by now, stare, which never works. So, sweetie, we really need to talk about what happened on Monday. Oh, my heart sinks. She leans back on her hand. I'm really glad you and your sister have made some new friends. I know it's been hard with Abby gone. I nod. And they all seem like really cool people. I'm sorry about Will and the alcohol, I blurt. I know that was dumb of us. You can ground me, seriously. Sweetie, you're not dumb. Please don't say that. Sorry. And you're not grounded. We obviously don't condone you and your sister drinking. She pauses, lips quirking upward. But from what I understand, you didn't actually drink anything. Cassie told you that? My mouth falls open. Did she misremember? No, it's just the fact that I was an utter asshole to Cassie, and she still covered for me. Is Cassie grounded? She got off with a warning. Anyway, Patty tucks her knees up and wraps her arms around them. I wanted to check in with you about something. Okay. I know we've talked a little about birth control. My face grows warm. Oh, I don't want to talk about this. I know. She smiles. But this is important, especially since it seems like things might be happening. Oh, God. Things? I repeat. Well, I know your friend Reed stopped by last night. I mean, they always know. We're not having sex, I say quickly. I know, sweetie. But you might. She scoots closer to me. We should think about starting you on the pill. Sometimes I forget you're 17, you know? I squeeze my eyes shut. This conversation. I cannot. Hypothetical sex talk? Sure. Patty probing into my sex life in particular? Holy fuck. No. She laughs. Stop looking so traumatized. I'm not having sex, I say again. Good. Look, I'm in no hurry for you to have sex. Believe me. I'm just saying we should acknowledge that it's a possibility. So, you think I should be on the pill? I think it's worth considering, Patty says. You know, I went on it in high school, senior year and all through college, right up until I met your mom. It's hard to imagine that time before my moms got together. I guess they could have dated other people. Patty might have even dated guys. I've honestly never asked. There's something about exes. I've never had an ex anything. The whole idea of it seems intolerable. Falling out of love. Becoming strangers. The thought of that happening with Reed makes me want to cry. And I'm not even in love with Reed yet. I don't think. I don't know. It's funny, if you take away the kissing, you basically have Nadine and Aunt Karen. Their ruined intimacy. Their faded closeness. Ex-sisters. Which sounds exactly like existers. And I guess it fits, because that's exactly how things fall apart. That's all it takes. Just the fact that you're two different people. Just the fact that you exist outside each other. I get this ache in my chest when I think about it. I try to shake the feeling away. Patty's smiling. So, are you going to tell me about him? I cover my face. Nope. Are you official? Is he your boyfriend? Check yes or no. Mom. Okay. But are you happy? I nod, smiling through the cracks between my fingers. She squeezes my shoulders. Kind of funny watching you and your sister go through this at the exact same time. You guys are cute. Does Cassie know? About Reed? Even saying his name makes me self-conscious. I slide my hands off my face, but my heart sort of skips. I don't think so. I bite my lip. I don't know, were we really loud last night or something? Patty's eyebrows shoot up. No! Oh God, I did not mean it like that. I grin into my elbow. I meant like, on the stairs. His footsteps. Not anything else. I'm going to stop talking. She pats me on the shoulder. That's probably a good idea. I open the envelope as soon as she leaves. And it's Reed's favorite card. The most badass of all greeting cards, with the most amazing Queen Elizabeth don't fuck with me expression. I observe and remain silent. On the inside, he's written this. I'm watching your every move, and I choose not to say anything. Yet. And he signed it, Love, Elizabeth. Oh my God, he's such a goof. He is the actual weirdest. I can't stop smiling. And maybe I'm freaking out just a little bit. Because we're working the afternoon shift together today. And because, technically, the last time I saw Reed, I was making out with his face. Which is good. Better than good. Better than best. But now I don't know what to wear. And my hair is kind of a catastrophe. And I can't stop pacing around my room. Back and forth, from my closet to my mirror. Like, I just want to wear something normal. But I want it to be cute normal. I want Reed to think I'm cute. Pretty. Gorgeous. I don't want him to think yesterday was a mistake. Not that he would think that. I just need to get this right. Unfortunately, nothing in my entire closet looks okay on me today. I need to collect my shit and take my Zoloft and calm the fuck down. I think I'll wear a skirt. I have this dark yellow skirt, a tiny bit shorter than what I usually wear, but I think it's okay, because I'll wear it over tights. I pair it with this navy ruffled shirt with tiny flowers. But it looks dumb, so I take it off and try another. And another. And 6 more shirts after that. But then I finally go back to the navy one, which is fine, as long as I wear a cardigan too. A perfect fall outfit. In July. It's just going to have to fucking be this way. I step outside and it's one of those sun-kissed summer days. The air just has this softness. I'm running early, so I take the long way through town, past the Purple House, past the shops. It's quiet here on weekday mornings. Everything's calm and hazy, except the commotion in my stomach, which turns into fireworks and marching bands and atomic bombs as soon as I reach the entrance of Bissell. Because of Reed. There's this thing Patty told me about, where your stomach pretty much functions like a second brain. They call it the enteric nervous system, and it lives in your gut. And when it thinks there's an enemy nearby, you get this surge of hormones. It's sort of a fight or flight response.
And I guess it applies to crushes, too. Or boyfriends. Not that Reed's my boyfriend, but my stomach thinks Reed is an enemy. I consider this scientific proof that I've stepped into something terrifying. Falling in love is terrifying. Not that I'm falling in love, but maybe I'm a little bit lovesick. When I see him, I smile. I honestly can't help it. He's working the register, alone behind the counter, which looms between us like the Great Wall of China. And then there's Deborah. "Yay, you're here," she says. "We just got a new shipment of teacups. Want to unpack everything and get the price stickers on them?" "Sure," I say, eyes flicking up to Reed. "I could help," Reed says. His mom looks surprised. "I thought you loved the register." "But I really love teacups." "Noted," she says. Then she sends us to the storage room. I shut the door behind me, and for a moment, we just look at each other. I may not be capable of words. He's wearing a shirt that's sort of different from his usual t-shirts. White with blue baseball sleeves. His hair is kind of messy, and his eyes look almost gold. I am utterly, enterically nervous. "I don't know how this is supposed to work," I say finally. He laughs. "Me neither." I settle onto the floor against the wall, tugging my skirt down over my legs. He slides down the wall next to me. "I got your card," I say. "My card?" He raises his eyebrows. "Oh, I'm sorry. I got Elizabeth's card." He nods solemnly. "That was nice of her." "Yeah, except also kind of threatening." His dimple flickers. "Maybe she's jealous." "Maybe." And there's this tiny hanging pause. I bite my lip. "So, I guess we should talk?" "Or we could not talk," he says. "Not talking is good," I say softly. His hand finds mine. Our fingers lace together. "I really wish that door would lock," I add. "I wish my mom wasn't on the other side." He squeezes my hand. "I want to kiss you." He says it so quietly, it's almost a sigh. I laugh. I'm so relieved to hear that. "Seriously?" I nod, burying my face in his shoulder. I breathe in deeply. "You smell good." "Like deodorant?" he suggests. I grin. "Like you." "I think that's my deodorant." "Well, I'm glad you wear deodorant." He kisses my head. "Let's go back to you being relieved I want to kiss you. Did I somehow not make that clear last night?" I shrug. "Or this morning?" He pulls out his phone, scrolling up through his messages. "Let's see. Here's the part where I said, 'Kissing you was the best thing that ever happened to my mouth.' Here's where I said you were better than mini eggs." Better than mini eggs, Molly. I know. How do you go from better than mini eggs to thinking I don't want to kiss you again? I don't know. I smile. I just didn't want to make any assumptions. Well. He glances quickly at the storage room door, as if expecting his mom to burst through it. Then he draws in a breath and cups my cheeks gently. And he kisses me. Oh. You can make assumptions with me, he says. You can assume anything. You mean, I begin. He cuts me off. Yes. I laugh. You don't even know what I was going to ask. Doesn't matter. He kisses me again. Do I want to kiss you? Yes. Do I want to do more than kiss you? Yes. But am I willing to take it slow? Yes. And do I want to be your boyfriend? His voice cracks slightly, but the word comes out emphatically. Yes. Okay. Okay to what? He actually looks nervous. To all of it. My heart is in my throat. Except taking it slow.
I don't want to take it slow.
Then let's not.
He laughs. Good. So I think that means I have a boyfriend. I'm Molly with a boyfriend. Reed Jerome Wertheim is my boyfriend. I don't even know if my brain can process those two words as a unified phrase. My and boyfriend. As in, my boyfriend is an excellent kisser. My boyfriend has 5 cats. My boyfriend stayed over until 4 in the morning. My boyfriend is the reason I am very, very tired right now. But it's a good kind of tired. A sun-dappled, floating kind of tired. It is the most hazily lit movie dream of my entire dreaming career. I want to put this on pause. I want to stretch out this moment. I want to just exist inside of it. And now I feel a little bad for Elizabeth, because I totally just stole her boyfriend. And I'm really, really sorry about it, and I know she's a queen, but the thing is, she's dead. And I'm alive. I feel very, very alive. 27. So now my brain is a 2-color pie graph. 1 part Reed, 1 part wedding fever. Not that I'm fevering over the thought of marrying Reed. I am most decidedly not visualizing myself in wedding dresses. I've given literally no thought to the viability of covering a wedding cake in Cadbury mini eggs. All obsessive wedding fantasies are wholly dedicated to the wedding that's happening in my backyard. In a week. I swear to God, it's like a switch got flipped. Everything had been relatively calm, until it suddenly wasn't. I'm pretty sure there's an anxiety lever somewhere, and someone cranked it to utter panic freakout mode. That someone is Patty. Patty, who has her laptop at the breakfast table, open to the 10-day forecast. They're saying scattered showers. We should get a tent, right? Just in case? Do you think we need one with full siding? It looks like that's an option, but we probably need to rent fans. Nadine boops Xavier on the nose and hands him a sippy cup. You don't want to just move everything inside if it rains? You think we can fit 35 people in this house? Cassie and I eat our cereal in silence. This is strangely like watching reality TV. I can almost picture Patty as a talking head, overlaid with an animated wedding veil and sound effects. And Cass, you need to get a dress or pants. You can't wear shorts to this. Who said I was wearing shorts? Cassie looks confused. Nadine shakes her head and shoots Cassie a tiny smile. Well, good. Don't do it. Patty exhales. Great. Okay. I just need to call the tent company. And Deanie, you talk to the caterers? Yep, we're scheduled for Thursday. Okay, we've got Olivia on photography. And I'd really like to pay her, by the way. Cassie shrugs. Yeah, she's not gonna let you. Hey, pipes Nadine. Don't let her bring that Schulmeister kid. They're still broken up, right? Because I do not need my doorstep darkened by that little shit wiper on my wedding day. Nope to the nope. Cassie covers her mouth, giggling. Anyway, maybe just talk to her about payment, if you don't mind. And Molly, you've got all the decorations under control, right? Right. She rubs her temple. I know I'm forgetting something. She looks at Nadine. What am I forgetting? Then she proceeds to sit down where there isn't a chair. Mama, says Xav. Uh-oh. Cassie and I exchange wide-eyed, holy shit expressions. Okay, I'm taking over, Nadine says. You? She points to Cassie. Deal with Olivia. And you? She turns to me. Centerpieces. And one of you needs to be ready to wrangle your grandmother. I don't need Betty stirring shit up. Oh my God, Cassie says. Nadine, you're a stone-cold Zilla. Damn straight. Oh, Patty says. Molly, are you bringing the boy? Wait, what? Cassie asks. She turns to me, eyes glinting. You can bring him, she says, rubbing her forehead.
That's totally fine. I just need to know by Friday. Cassie jabs me with her elbow. The boy? I bite back a smile. The fuck, Molly? I love these heartwarming family moments, Nadine says. Anyway, she turns to Patty. You're done. Go take a nap. Patty nods dazedly and heads for the stairs. Nadine and Xavier head out to story time, leaving Cassie and me alone in the dining room. For a minute, neither of us speaks. Then Cassie looks at me. There's a boy? She asks. And there's something in her voice. Maybe wonder, maybe anger. I don't know. I shrug. I feel myself blushing. How could you not tell me? I don't know. You don't know? Jesus, I'm your twin fucking sister. I meet her eyes finally. Well, I didn't think we were on speaking terms. Well, we weren't. I laugh nervously. Well, okay. But I'm over it, okay? We're talking. Tell me about the boy. She slides her elbows forward, cupping her chin in her hands. What do you want to know? Cassie smiles and rolls her eyes. Let's start with this. Who is he? I blush. Reed? She laughs. What? No, it's just the least surprising thing ever. Oh. So what's the deal? You guys kissed? He's your boyfriend? What? Yes. I grin into my sleeve. What? She swipes my arm. Wait, which one? Both? Her mouth falls open. I swipe her back. Stop looking so surprised. I'm not. I'm just excited. This is a huge deal, Mo. She scoots closer to me and hooks an arm around my shoulders. Holy shit. You have a boyfriend. And you have a girlfriend. I know. It's weird. Then she rests her head on my shoulder and sighs. And for a moment, we just sit there. God, I feel like we have so much to talk about, I say. I squeeze my eyes shut. Definitely, she says. Then she lifts her head off my shoulder. When I open my eyes, she's staring down at the table, lips pressed together. Okay, I want to say something to you, she says after a moment. She slides her arm off my shoulders and wrings her hands together. So, I don't know how to say this without pissing you off or hurting your feelings, but I need you to hear me out. I'm just going to put it all out there, okay? My shoulder muscles tighten. I feel myself getting defensive, but I try to shake it off. Okay? She bites her lip and nods. So, I feel like things have been kind of off between us since I started dating Mina. I nod. Right? I'm not imagining it. I swallow. No? And, I have to admit, it really pissed me off at first, because I could not understand why you couldn't just be happy for me. I am, though. I'm so happy for you. I know, but it's also like you think Mina's replacing you. No, that's not... I look up at her. I don't think that. But you said that, Cassie insists. At the party, you said I was ditching you for Mina. Yeah, I exhale. I'm sorry. She shakes her head. I'm not trying to make you apologize. I'm just saying, I think we should talk about this. I don't think this is just going to go away, you know? Maybe it will be better now that Reed's in the picture, but... I shut my eyes. I don't know. Honestly, it's getting to the point where everything I do, I'm worrying about how you're going to take it. I don't want to be that person who gets into a relationship and ignores everyone else. We hate that person. You're not, and I'm trying really hard, you know? I feel like you don't give me any credit for that. I invite you to everything. The sleepover, the party, the fucking pottery place. Everything. I feel nauseated, and I don't know why. You don't have to do that. I know! She throws her hands up. I know I don't, but I want to. I don't want to be a person you have to tiptoe and walk on eggshells around.
No, Molly, you're not.
She shakes her head.
You're not. It's just, I'm having trouble balancing this. I'm not used to having another person be this important to me.
She's staring at her knees, tears pooling in her eyes.
And I don't want to lose us, you know?
I feel my eyes prickle, too. Everything's a little blurry. I can't seem to focus. I press my fist into my chin. I'm scared it's inevitable, I say finally.
What do you mean?
Growing apart? Look at Nadine and Aunt Karen.
Don't you think that's a little different? Aunt Karen is a homophobe.
No, I know, but still. I swallow. How many sisters do you know who are as close as adults as they were growing up?
Well, I don't know many adult sisters,
Cassie says, smiling faintly. You know what I mean, though. It's like we used to tell each other all of this stuff. Who we liked, or hooked up with, or whatever. But then there's this shift. It's like our loyalties switch over, and the relationship becomes the main thing.
Okay, we haven't switched over our loyalties.
But we will. I take a deep breath. Even if it's not with Mina and Reed. Eventually. It's the normal thing that happens. You don't marry your siblings.
Yeah, that would be a smidge incestuous,
Cassie says. Just a smidge. She laughs and then sniffs.
I mean, obviously you're right,
Cassie says finally.
And I guess that's kind of why I wanted the Will thing to happen. Like, maybe if we dated best friends, it wouldn't be like that for us.
Right.
But Will's a no-go, huh?
I shake my head, smiling.
So, what do we do?
Cassie asks. I don't know. She sniffs again. I look over at her, and there are tears streaking down her cheeks.
Shut up. This is sad,
she says, smiling wetly. I know.
Change is fucking hard. It's fucking tragic.
Change can go fuck itself, I say, and I like how it sounds on my tongue. Fuck itself. It catches Cassie off guard. She laughs so hard she can barely catch her breath. And all of a sudden, I can't help but wonder, are the ancestors tuned into this moment? And do they get it? I bet they do. Because that's the thing about change. It's so painfully normal. It's the most basic of all tragedies. Sisters in the Paleolithic period probably felt shitty about this stuff. And it's weird how I can know this, but it doesn't make it hurt less. 28. Reed comes over on Wednesday to help me test my cake recipe. And I guess I can't really put it off any longer. I have to ask him to be my date this Sunday. But in a totally no-pressure kind of way. Because this doesn't have to be a thing. It's just a date. To a wedding. In which the brides are my parents. All right? No big deal. Okay, it's 10:30 now. He leans back against the fridge. And I'm supposed to be at work by noon, so don't let me... Oof. I kiss him so hard it sets off the ice machine. Oh, I say, and he laughs, catching me around the waist. This is still the strangest thing. Strange that I'm doing this. Strange that I survived not doing this. I don't know how I ever went 5 minutes without kissing, much less 32,000 minutes. But I like the way Reed kisses with his glasses on. I like the way my brain feels hazy. We probably shouldn't be doing this in the kitchen, especially because Cassie's home. She could walk in at any minute. Which is horrifying. Because I suddenly understand why Cassie got so mysterious about Mina. I can't explain it, but I get it. I kiss Reed again. Maybe if we keep kissing, I won't have to ask him to the wedding. He'll just know. He's probably expecting it anyway. Unless he's not. Unless he's thinking, Whoa, I hooked up with this girl last week and now she wants to bring me to her parents' wedding? Hey, life, stop being so awkward. Reed pauses. What was that beep? Oh, the oven's done preheating. I exhale. I make myself step back. I am baking. I am baking a tiny cake and a bunch of cupcakes, and I should probably think about mixing the batter. At some point. Eventually. He kisses me again, softly.
Molly?
And oh, it's Olivia, wide-eyed in the doorway. I whirl around, brightly. Hi! My hand slides back, and an entire collection of dry measuring cups clatters to the ground. It is a very loud clatter, because it is very silent in here.
Oh,
she says.
I don't mean to interrupt.
You're not interrupting. I grin. I'm totally grinning. If I grin hard enough, I'll probably look super casual, and she'll know there's nothing suspicious going on here. She didn't actually see anything. She probably just imagined it, because I am so chill and casual right now. She stares at the ground.
Okay, well, Cass and I are going through some of your family photos to put on display, just in case you wanted to, but I guess you're busy.
Oh, yeah, we're baking.
I can see that.
My entire face is burning. I didn't even know Olivia was here, much less in the doorway.
So, if you guys want to do photos, we'll just be in the dining room, she adds.
Okay, great, I say quickly. Her eyes flick up to Reed and back down to me. Great. Well, she's gone before I even say goodbye. I feel entirely unsettled. I head to the dining room as soon as Reed leaves, but all I find are a bunch of photographs. Cassie and Olivia are nowhere. I don't want to freak out about this, but here's the thing. Even if Reed isn't into Olivia, I have no idea how Olivia feels about Reed. I guess I'm feeling very tender toward her all of a sudden, even though a week ago I was dreaming about throwing things at her face. A week ago, Molly was kind of a shitty person. I have to make this right. I take a deep breath and text her. Hey, are you still here? Nothing. Nothing. And then 3 dots.
Hey, in Zave's room with C. You guys should come up here.
God, she thinks Reed is with me. That I would do that. That I would flaunt him like that. Hey, Olivia, guess what? He's mine, he's mine, he's mine. The thought alone makes me wince. I don't think I'm a he's mine kind of girl. I take the stairs slowly, my heart in my throat. Xavier's room is the size of a walk-in closet. Seriously, my mom's got him one of those train track area rugs from IKEA, and it covers his entire floor. When I open the door, Olivia and Xavier are building a tower out of blocks. Except that's entirely inaccurate. Olivia is building a tower. Xavier is destroying a tower. Hey, I say, scooping him into my lap. He wriggles out of my arms immediately. I'm really sorry I missed the photos.
It's cool. I hear you were busy.
Cassie waggles her eyebrows, and Olivia snickers. They are the worst. Both of them. I grin into my fist and settle in next to Cassie, our backs against the crib. She leans toward me.
So, Reed's coming to the wedding, right?
Hopefully. I haven't asked him yet. I glance at Olivia, who looks as serene as ever.
Well, you better fucking get on that, Cassie says, and tell him I have to talk to him.
I narrow my eyes. About what?
About how if he breaks your heart, I'll castrate him. Just your basic protective sister shit.
She stands up, stretching.
Hold that thought. I've got to pee.
She shuts the door behind her. Olivia smiles up at me.
Molly, you have a boyfriend.
I need to not smile. This is not a moment for smiling. This is a moment for being as little of an asshole as humanly possible.
This girl just got dumped by the likes of Evan Schulmeister. And now the guy she maybe likes is my boyfriend. I nod, carefully, staring at my knees. I so called that. You did? I looked up at her tentatively. Are you mad? Why would I be mad? Oh, God. I thought maybe you liked him. There's a sudden crash as Xavier topples a block tower. He looks from me to Olivia and back to me, lip trembling. Buddy, you're the one who knocked it down. I remind him. Sometimes you can trick Xav into not having a meltdown, but he collapses into Olivia's arms. Oh, I don't, Olivia says. I mean, I like him as a friend, definitely, and I think he's cute. Like, he's really cute. That is true. I bite back a smile. Definitely cuter than Will, in my opinion. She blushes. Oh, God. She likes him. I'm really sorry, I say quietly. You shouldn't be. Please don't be sorry. Anyway, I already knew he was in love with you. What? I stop short. Every time I've hung out with him, all he did was talk about you. I grin into the sleeve of my cardigan. Oh. Yeah. She smiles. Seriously, I don't want to get in the way of that. She squeezes Xavier's foot. I really want this for you, Molly. I think my brain has shut down. I can't think of a single thing to say. All I know is this. Olivia is definitely a better person than me. Yeah, but I want you to be happy too, I say finally. She shrugs. I am. But I want you to be in love. With someone better than Evan. Anyone's better than Evan, she says. Good point. And now I'm furiously matchmaking in my head. Obviously, Will's off the table, since Olivia doesn't even see his cuteness. And Max is kind of an asshole. But I'm curious about Douglas. Reed swears he exists. Olivia and the elusive Douglas. I know Reed ships it. Have you? I start to say, but Olivia cuts me off. I know what you're thinking. Olivia rests her chin on Xavier's head. But I don't actually want a boyfriend right now. Really? Not even a little. She smiles. I turn it over in my head. I can't decide if this is funny or sad, but I've spent so much time wanting a boyfriend that I can't imagine not wanting one. I can imagine saying I don't want one, but I can't imagine it being true. And maybe that's just me, a little broken after 26 rounds of unrequited love. Maybe this is a side effect. 29. Friday night. Deep breath. So I've been trying to ask you something for a couple of days now, but I can't seem to get the words out. So I guess I'm doing this over text because I'm the actual worst. Any chance you're free on Sunday? As in the day after tomorrow? Because there's this wedding I'm going to, and I kind of need a date. 30. But early, Saturday. The boyfriend replies. Okay, I have an idea. Like a wedding idea. So you know those pendant things that look like shark teeth? People make cake toppers like that. They're held up by chopsticks. I didn't make this up. I found it on Pinterest. Why am I looking at Pinterest, Molly? What is this madness? I think I must miss you. Or maybe Pinterest is actually an adorable disease transmitted only through your saliva. Your adorable saliva. The adorable saliva of Molly Peskin-Suso. That should be the title of your autobiography. Anyway, I know you're at the alterations place getting altered. But hopefully not too altered. I really like you unaltered. So, just know that. Also, I really think you should do this cake topper. In case this isn't clear, this is me saying yes. I am down for this wedding and anything else you want to bring me to, ever, especially if cake is involved. 31. Unaltered? I write. Like an unspayed cat?
Oh no. I mean, yes, please don't get spayed.
I have a boyfriend who sends texts asking me not to get spayed. I don't think I'll ever get tired of Reed's weird mind. Ever. I'll try not to, I write. And then, I'm really glad you're coming. So, I'm not getting altered. I'm not even getting my dress altered. We're just here for my mom's, here being the bridal boutique alterations department. Cassie and I are on a velvet couch outside the changing room, surrounded by mirrors. I'm trying not to stare at myself. Patty steps out of the changing room and sighs. Oh God, see, now I don't know about the strapless. Cassie raises her eyebrows. Isn't it a little late in the game for that? You look perfect, Nadine says, smiling. I don't look like a pale, boobless 48-year-old? You do. Nadine kisses her. And I like it. Cassie sinks into the couch cushions and covers her eyes. Stop! Get a room. Get used to it, kitty cat, Nadine says. She looks in the mirror, grins, and unbuttons her top button. What do you think? Perfect, I say. And they really are perfect. Nadine's wearing light gray pants and a white button-down from the groom section. I actually watched her tell a consultant that her priority was boob accessibility. Patty's boobs, on the other hand, are trapped behind epic amounts of Alençon lace. They're both so totally beautiful. I know it's weird to think that about your parents, but it's true. I can't believe they're getting married tomorrow. Nadine turns to me suddenly, eyes glinting. So, Molly, are you bringing Reed to this thing? Cassie turns to me and beams. Your boyfriend, she adds. Just reminding you. Boyfriend. Still not used to it. I grin into my fist. Through the mirror, I catch a glimpse of Patty and Nadine watching us. They look especially twinkly-eyed, and I can tell Patty's gearing up to say something. She's got that look. But she's intercepted by the bridal consultant for some last-minute stitching. Okay, this should be a thing. Like a service you can order. Someone to sweep your mom away at the exact moment she's about to say something awkward. Unfortunately, Nadine decides to carry the baton. I want to hear more about this rad boyfriend. Cassie giggles. I roll my eyes. Oh, he's rad. I mean, I didn't even know this was in the pipeline. She adds, Momo, you've been holding out on us. Didn't even know you liked anyone. I knew, Cassie says smugly. I feel warm all over. Do we have to talk about this? Aw, baby. I'm just happy for you. She squeezes onto the couch between Cassie and me and hooks an arm around each of us. She's wanted a boyfriend for so long. So long, Cassie says. I wrinkle my nose. Okay, that just makes me sound pathetic. What? No. Oh, Momo, why do you think that? Because I don't want to be that girl. I want to be the other kind of girl. The Olivia kind. Totally cool with being single. Not even interested in a relationship right now. Because I don't want to be a girl who needs a boyfriend, I say. Well, of course you don't need one, Nadine says. But it's okay to want one. I shrug. Momo, I'm serious. You get to want whatever you want. She tugs the end of my hair. And you know what? Love is worth wanting. Agreed, Cassie grins. I just didn't think it would ever happen. I blush. I guess I'm just a late bloomer. Nadine bursts out laughing. I feel the corners of my mouth twisting up. What? Late bloomer? Mo, you're 17. Exactly. In what universe does that make you a late bloomer? She squeezes my shoulder. There's no schedule for this stuff. I didn't have a girlfriend until the end of senior year, and your mom never dated in high school. Really?
Really?
I pause. I don't know. Yeah, it just felt like I was waiting forever.
Oh, I know, baby. I don't mean to discount your feelings here.
She disentangles her arms and clasps them in her lap.
Yeah, the waiting sucks. Especially when you start feeling like it's never going to happen.
Exactly.
She smiles. Have I ever talked to y'all about when I was trying to get pregnant?
I don't think so, Cassie says.
I shake my head. Yeah, it was a long-ass journey. I mean, we tried on and off for 10 years. All kinds of doctors. Nobody knew what was up.
Are you serious? Cassie asks. And I'm stunned. Maybe I shouldn't be. I don't know. I guess it makes sense that my moms didn't randomly decide to have another baby 16 years after the first two. But I never realized Nadine was actively trying. For 10 years. I can't wrap my head around it.
And then it just worked, you know? And I was 42. Nobody thought there was a chance in hell at this point, but there you go.
Wow, I did not know that, I say.
Nadine smiles. I know. I guess it's weird to talk about, because I never want you guys to feel like you belong to me any less than your brother. You know that's not the case, right?
I know, I say quickly.
But your mom and I always wanted 3 kids. That was our plan. And we thought we were so ahead of the game popping 2 out at once. Little did we know.
Zave was fashionably late, Cassie says.
Something like that. But you know, there's an upside here. Because when you spend so much time just intensely wanting something, and then you actually get the thing, it's magic.
All of a sudden, I feel like crying. In a good way. In the best way. Because I know exactly what she means. It's butterflies and haziness and heart eyes, but underneath all that, there's this baseline of, I can't believe this. I can't believe this is me. I can't quite articulate the sweetness of that feeling. It's finding out the door you were banging on is finally unlocked. Maybe it was unlocked the whole time.